What is up, YouTube? So I apologize ahead of time for the poor audio quality that is about to come to the screen because I'm filming on a different camera today. I'm filming on my old camera because I'm going to be explaining why I bought this new one. Alright, okay, so this isn't going to be a review because that would just take way too long. I'm not trying to do all that. I'm just going to basically say the problems I had with my old camera versus, this new one and why I got it. So, issue number one, the main thing that bothered me the most is that Rebel T6 did not have a screen that flipped in and out and you could turn it. Didn't have any of that, and that was kind of a big issue because I'm filming myself a lot and it's hard to set up. I have to, pull focus, excuse me, everyone. So it's hard to film myself on the T6 just because of the fact, one, I can't see myself, and two, it doesn't have autofocus, which will bring me back to another point. Anyways, when I set myself up for like a video like today, I have to take a light stand or something else, put it into focus, and then go and film because it doesn't do any of that. Next point is the autofocus. So with this has face detection and it has subject detection, which basically it'll follow a subject or it will stay in focus. With the T6, you have to refocus it anytime something moves, or you just constantly have to keep fixing the focus. It doesn't focus on itself, and that is called Canon's dual pixel autofocusing system. Works really awesome, worked in this camera. Back to the autofocus. This camera is really good at face detecting things and just staying in focus, and I don't have to keep using manual focus as much. I don't have a problem with manual focus, so sometimes I prefer it, but when you're vlogging or something that you don't really need to be sitting there messing with the focus for, just run and gun quick, this camera was just better. Reason number two was the focus. Another big thing, this is the third reason. So the Rebel T6, it films up to 30 frames per second in full HD, which is perfect for YouTube or filming any other videos, except for skateboarding. And the reason is if I want to slow down a phone. Okay, so if I wanted to make a trick slow-mo, it's very blurry and it doesn't capture a crisp image, and that kind of bothered me too because not only did I use that camera for YouTube and filmmaking, I also used it to film skateboarding for other videos and stuff like that. So that was kind of a bummer because I really do like slow motion, and it does film 60 frames per second at 720p, but the image just isn't as high def looking, and I wanted 1080p 60 frames a second. So that was the third reason. Fourth reason, this is another big one, is the Canon T6 doesn't have a microphone jack. So you can buy one of these cables online and it can convert it, but I looked up videos the other day and I found out the whole time I was using this thing, it wasn't even recording into the microphone because it doesn't work. Just the way Canon set up the software, it just doesn't work. So you basically are stuck with the audio you get unless you use an external recorder, and that kind of sucks. So that was another issue I had to, if you make films, when I make my films, you need good sound. Like, it's mandatory. And this camera also had a microphone jack. Okay, so just to recap, the reason I bought the Rebel SL2 is because, I had the swivel screen, the amazing dual pixel autofocusing system, and the 60 frames a second. It just looks amazing. You've seen it in a couple of my videos already. The best one is how to be an adventurer. I don't remember the title of that video, but it's a good video that represented, how amazing I can get B-roll on this camera. Oh. And the microphone jack, it comes out with some pretty... The fact that I have a microphone jack has enabled me to use, the microphone I've had for quite some time and get really good audio. Like, it sounds good and I don't have to do much to it. It's awesome. Just plug it in and it goes, you know what I mean? And just for those reasons, like, I had to let go. I still have my T6. I'm going to keep it, but for those reasons, I had to, upgrade my camera because it had more features that I really needed. With that being said though, this thing is lighter, it has a bigger sensor, so it's a little bit higher image quality, but that stuff really didn't matter for me because sometimes it's not all about the camera, it's about, the story you're telling. But for what I was trying to do, this camera fit my needs more than my T6 did because I grew out of it. I bought it just to make films. I used my GoPro for skateboarding, but as I got better at filmmaking, I wanted to take that artistic ability and put it in my skate videos. And the T6 wasn't cutting it anymore, so I had to upgrade. Other than that though, the T6 is an amazing camera. I'm probably not ever going to get rid of it because it still takes great photos, and for a second camera, it's going to be awesome, just for the image quality, because if I'm filming like a documentary or just an instructional video, I don't need to film 60 frames a second. I can just crank it down to 24 and it's fine, just fine. And I can just use this for audio and stuff. So it's a great camera, but other than that, that's it. So hope you enjoyed this video. And anyways, peace. Thank you for watching as always, and have a good day.